Cervical spondylosis, causes and symptoms. Cervical spondylosis is a condition that causes deterioration of the vertebra, disc, and ligaments in the neck or cervical spine. Other names are arthritis of the neck, cervical osteoarthritis, or degenerative osteoarthritis. The cervical spine refers to the 7 small vertebrae that form the neck. They start at the base of the skull. In cervical spondylosis, the edges of the vertebra often develop bone spurs called osteophytes. Over time, the discs get thinner and their ability to absorb shock is lost, increasing the risk of symptoms. Swollen neck joints, called facet joints, can press or pinch nearby nerve roots or the spinal cord itself, resulting in tingling or pins and needles in the extremities and sometimes even pain in the limbs. In some cases, there may be a loss of feeling and coordination. Some people may have difficulty walking. Most people experience degenerative changes as they get older. The American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons add that over 85% of people over the age of 60 years live with cervical spondylosis. Causes. Cervical spondylosis occurs because of long-term degeneration and wear and tear of the cervical spine. A previous neck injury may also lead to the condition. Some long-term activities may increase the risk of developing cervical spondylosis, such as carrying heavy loads, practicing martial arts, or being a professional dancer or gymnast. Some researchers say that there could be a genetic cause because the condition sometimes runs in families. It usually starts to appear after the age of 40 years and it progresses over time. Men usually develop it at an earlier age than women. Smoking may also increase the risk. Symptoms. In most cases, there is just a pain in the neck, stiffness, and the occasional headache. Neck pain may spread to the shoulders, arms, and hands, and the base of the skull. Moving the head may make the pain worse. Neck stiffness is more common after a long period of inactivity, for example after sleeping. Headaches tend to start at the back of the head and then gradually move to the upper half of the front. Sometimes these changes result in a compression of the blood vessels. This can affect the blood supply to the brain, possibly resulting in dizziness and even blackouts. Other less frequent problems may include loss of bowel or bladder function and coordination difficulties. Arms and legs may become weak and there may be lack of dexterity. Some people may have dysphagia or difficulty swallowing if the bones press against the esophagus. Diagnosis. If a person aged over 40 years seeks medical advice for pain or stiffness in the neck, a physician will normally suspect cervical spondylosis. A number of tests can help to diagnose the condition. Physical examination. The doctor may ask the individual to make some movements to check their range of motion. This includes moving the head sideways, moving the head forward and bringing the chin down to the chest. The doctor will test and reflexes in the hands and feet. They may check gait and posture by asking the person to walk a short distance. They will also test for strength and sensation in both the upper and lower extremities. Imaging scans. An X-ray can reveal any physical damage to the spine and whether there are any bone spurs. If the patient has severe radiating arm pain that does not improve, an MRI test may be useful for looking at the nerve roots, as there could be a herniated disc. An MRI scan can also help pinpoint exactly where the problem is and whether surgery is necessary. A myelogram is another diagnostic test. A health professional will inject a colored dye into the spine. This dye shows in imaging scans such as X-rays. A CT scan can help to assess the bony structure of the cervical spine. Electromyography or EMG and nerve conducting studies or NCS can help to assess specific muscles and nerves. Prevention. There is no way to prevent cervical spondylosis, but there are ways of controlling the symptoms. For example, an ergonomic specialist may adjust a person's workstation to minimize repetitive stress on the neck. Not smoking, exercising sensibly, and regular stretching are all ways to avoid symptoms. Home remedies. Alongside exercises, individuals can take some steps at home to relieve symptoms if cervical spondylosis becomes painful. Most people can use over-the-counter drugs that do not need a prescription. People with asthma, liver disease, kidney disease, heart disease, hypertension, or a history of stomach problems should not take non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. For severe pain, the doctor may prescribe different pain relief medication. Other options include regular exercise. This can help speed up the recovery time from bouts of pain. A heated pad or cold pack. This can provide pain relief when the neck muscles become sore. Heat pads and cold packs are available for purchase online. A soft neck brace. This can temporarily relieve pain if a person wears them for short periods. However, long-term use can result in weaker neck muscles. These remedies may only work for less severe cases. People with severe neck pain should visit a doctor. Exercises. A person can ease the symptoms of cervical spondylosis with a few simple neck exercises. Neck stretch. Keep your body straight. Push your chin forward in a way that stretches the throat. Softly tense the neck muscles. Hold this for 5 seconds. Return your head to its center position. Push your head back with the chin held high and hold for 5 seconds. Carry out 5 repetitions. Neck tilt. Tilt your head forward so that the chin touches the chest. Softly tense the neck muscles. Hold this for 5 seconds. Return the head to a neutral position. Carry out 5 repetitions. Neck tilt side to side. Lean your head down towards either shoulder, leading with the ear. Softly tense the neck muscles. Hold this for 5 seconds. Return your head to the center and repeat on the other shoulder. Carry out 5 repetitions. Neck turn. Turn your head to one side as far as it remains comfortable, being sure to keep your chin at a level height. Tense your neck muscles for 5 seconds. Return the head to a central position. Repeat on the opposite side. Repeat this exercise 5 times on each side. These exercises can help to moderate the impact of the condition and alleviate pain or feelings of stiffness. However, they will not cure cervical spondylosis.